Okay, let me tell you this. Remove duplicates button under Data tab is used to remove duplicate values from one or more columns. Students, let us quickly discuss the advantages of filters. Let us understand how to use data validation. Data validation is used to restrict the type of data or the values that users entered into a cell. Let us use data validation to restrict the data entry to whole numbers between 0 and 100. Select the cell range E5 is to E13. Choose Data tab, Data Validation in the Data Tools group. The Data Validation dialog box appears. The Settings tab is selected by default. In Allow drop-down list, select the whole number option. The Data drop-down list between options is selected by default. In Minimum text box, type 0 and in Maximum text box, type 100. Click on the Input Message tab. In Title text box, type Validation. In Input Message box, type Enter between 0 and 100. Select the Error Alert tab and type Input is wrong in Error Message box. Click on OK to close the dialog box. If you try to enter data beyond the specified limit in the selected range, an error message will be displayed. Click on Retry to enter another value in the cell. Now let me tell you that how to add subtotal in database. The subtotal feature in a database helps us to manage, analyze and extract specific information from rows of related data. To apply subtotals, the database must be sorted. Let us learn the use of this feature through the given table. Follow these steps. Open a new worksheet and enter the data as shown in the figure. Select any cell within the range and choose Data tab. Then go to Subtotal option in the outline group. The Subtotal dialog box appears. Choose as month from At Each Change in drop-down list. To calculate the sum of sales, select Sum function from Use function drop-down list. In Add Subtotal to List box, select the Sales checkbox. Deselect the Replace Current Subtotals option by clicking on its checkbox. This option overrides the existing subtotal if present. The Summary Below Data checkbox is marked by default. This option will place the total below the data of each month. Click OK. The subtotals will be displayed as shown in the figure. Students, note that to remove all the subtotals in your worksheet, click on any cell within the range and select Data tab, then go to Subtotal option. In the dialog box, select Remove All button. Now let us know more. Conditional formatting is the feature in Excel that sets a cell's format according to conditions that you specify. Using this option, you can change the font color, styling, etc. of the data in the selected cells. Select Home, then go to Conditional Formatting in Styles group and specify the condition as needed. We will learn how to analyze data with Pivot Table. Pivot Table is a powerful tool for consolidating, summarizing and presenting the data. Follow these steps to create Pivot Table. Enter the given data in a new worksheet and select the entire data range. Choose the Insert tab, then go to Pivot Table option in the Tables group. The Create Pivot Table dialog box appears. In the Table or Range text box, the range is displayed that you have selected for the pivot table. The New Worksheet Radio button is selected by default. Click OK. The Create Pivot Table dialog box closes. The pivot table layout is displayed on the new worksheet. The Pivot Table Fields task pane appears on the right side of the screen. Click and drag the name field and drop it into the rows quadrant as shown in the figure. Drag the designation field into the columns quadrant. Drag the salary field into the values quadrant. Your worksheet should look similar to the figure. You can rearrange the data in any way you like. You can also change the place of buttons here. If you do not like their placement, click the Undo button. Students note that by default, non-numeric fields are added to the rows quadrant, date and time hierarchies are added to the columns quadrant, and numeric fields are added to the values quadrant. Also note that you can use all the features like sorting, filtering, validation, pivot table, etc. in Excel 2013, also in the same way as explained above. Let us quickly glance through the key points discussed in this chapter. A database is a collection of information related to a particular subject. A column within a database that contains only one type of data is called field. A row in a database is called a record, which consists of the information about one person or one object. Field name is a column label for the field in a database. A form is a window or screen that contains numerous fields or spaces to enter, modify, and view one record at a time. Sorting means arranging the data either in an ascending or descending order. The filter feature is one of the interesting features of Excel, which helps you to display only those records that meet the specified criteria and hide the rest of the records. Advanced filter option is used to filter the data in multiple fields using specified criteria to copy the filtered records to a different location or to find unique records. Data validation is used to restrict the type of data or the values that users enter into a cell. The subtotal feature in a database helps us to manage, analyze, and extract specific information from rows of related data. Pivot table is a powerful tool for consolidating, summarizing, and presenting the data.